Hey everyone, it's me, Donna. I'm back with a brand new invention and idea. Well, actually, it's not new. I'm wanting to bring back something old, but bring it back in a way to where it's profitable, because I have to use logic in this situation because there's no way it's going to be brought back free, even though it's still used sparsely, around the globe, but it's not going to be, or, at least not for free like it used to be in the past, okay? And I'm talking about antenna TV, okay? All right. I think most people know that antenna TV used to be completely free, and it used to be the way people got to watch TV in the past, okay? But then all these networks decided that they weren't happy with the profits they were making off of product companies, and they wanted more money. So then they come out with cable TV and satellite TV and, stuff like that, okay? But later on, they wanted more money and decided that they wanted to find a way to trick the public, and yes, that is what I believe, is that they tricked the public into, or actually forced the public in a way. If you want to watch TV, I mean, nobody's twisting your arm, but if you want to watch TV, you got to pay for it, okay? So you don't really have a choice, okay? So that way they can make more money, blah, blah. But unfortunately, them doing this left some people out in the cold, okay? Because especially people out in rural communities who, A, couldn't afford satellite or cable, or B, couldn't actually get it, because even today, internet service out in rural communities, it's rare that people out in the rural communities actually get internet, okay? And if you do, you're pretty much paying an arm and a leg for it, unless you live close enough to an internet service provider besides, dial-up or whatever, which I think dial-up is pretty much gone these days. I'm sure there's still a few companies around, but it's very rare, okay? And let's face it, you can't get very far with dial-up on the internet anymore anyway. But anyway, I digress. Okay. My idea is to bring back the antenna system, but yet bring it back in a profitable way, okay? That works out good for both the rural communities out there as well as people in town, if they so choose to do this, and the companies too. Yes, it won't make as much money, or at least I don't think that it will make as much money starting out. But still it would be profitable, and it's something extra that even some of these networks out there that are making big money off of satellite and cable, it could be an extra way for them to make more money off people that they normally would not be making any money off of, okay? All right, and I say this being ignorant of antenna TV, the whole, antenna systems, with TV or radio or whatever, but it is my belief that it is limitless, okay? Even though, in order to get the public to accept having to be forced to pay for TV, they come up with the whole, well, we need to free up channels for the 911 system, okay? But as most people now know, the 911 system doesn't rely that heavily on the antenna systems. Instead, they're relying on the cell phone systems out there. That's pretty much where that's gone. And of course, the internet, with all computers linked up to the internet, you got your 911 operators getting calls in through the internet, and they can just punch all that stuff in, and then it goes to where it needs to go, blah, blah, blah. And most of the communications happen amongst the cell phone thing, which I know some of them still use CB radios, maybe walkie-talkie systems, whatever, but there's no way it can use up all that space that is available through antenna TV. And so, in my opinion, it's just a waste. You got all that, we got this antenna technology out there that because they couldn't, or in their earlier minds couldn't continue to make a profit off of it. They just did away with it. They just threw it away. Where if you bring it back and find a way to scramble the signal to where only boxes with a certain code or whatever, if you find a way to do that, then you can turn it back into a profitable system, but yet make it reasonable. Make it to where people in rural communities will actually want to buy it, okay? All right, and this is how I would figure that it would work. But first of all, let me say that, yes, these companies would have to do like a think tank. Like, it would take more than one company wanting to get involved and all that. It would take quite a few different companies out there actually willing to work together and not stab each other in the back and work out this system. It could involve cable companies. It can involve satellite companies, whatever. If they want a piece of the pie, everybody kind of get together. These networks out there. There's so much that can be done with this new antenna TV system that would be like awesome. I just really think it would be an awesome thing, because all these ideas are like rolling through my head, and I just really believe in it. And I think that it could be a very profitable, good thing. It could bring back, different forms of TV and all that, okay? But let me start out by saying, once all the kinks are worked out, all the lawyers, all the FCC rules and all this stuff is worked out, all these different channels can be set up, okay, through this system, okay? All right, let me look through my notes. Okay. All right. Just starting out, okay? People will be giving like a TV box. If you want to buy the TV package, okay, the actual box itself would cost about $50, okay? And the way I envision it being offered is it can be offered at Walmart, or it can be offered from the company that does this themselves, okay? So you can just buy the box outright, okay? And then get up with the company and work out your package, okay? But if you don't want to pay for the box outright, you can go to the company and work out a $5 a month payment system for 12 months, which, yes, that would make it $60 instead of $50. But if you think about it, you're getting a box for $5 a month instead of having to pay the whole thing up front. So, that works out for you if you don't have a lot of money, and then it works out for the company because it makes them a little bit of a profit. So however you want to do it, okay? But the package itself would cost the customer only $15 a month. You heard me, $15 a month. That is not bad, especially if these companies can get some really cool packages out there that is very compatible with satellite and cable, maybe better, like a heck of a lot better, okay? That would be awesome, okay? And like I said, if it can involve some of these major satellite and cable companies, then even the better, because everybody makes profit. Even if it's 2 or 3 companies, what you would say competitive companies getting involved in this. I mean, I don't know if that would be legal or not, but I'm just saying it would be neat if they could get a little bit of piece of the pie too. Like, what if they could still, this company itself, it could be its own entity, but yet it could pay these other companies a little bit of money in order to get some of the stuff that they're making available. That way, there's no hard feelings. Everyone gets paid, okay? All right. So, they could do that. You get your package. There you go. Okay. If you want internet, then or phone, internet or phone, you get this box. Shall I say internet and or phone? Okay. You get this box. For that, it will be phone on one side of the box, internet on the other, okay? That way, if you just want phone, then you will be given a card to use just that side of the box. If you just want the internet, then you will be given a card to just use the internet side of this box. If you want both, then you'll be given 2 cards to use within this box. So you only pay once for this box for either or. You know what I mean? Or and or whatever. So that way, if you change your mind down the road, say like if you start out just getting internet and you've already got a cell phone at home and you don't want to have a home phone, well, then you don't have you know, you can just get the internet. And then if you change your mind later on, then you can contact the company. They will give you another card, and you can use the phone side of this box. So you don't have to go buy a brand new box or anything like that, you know, except for later on down the road. I know there would probably be updates and whatever, but that's a whole different story, okay? All right. So that's how that would work. That's how it would be. And the cool thing about the internet and or phone service is it would just be $10 a month. If you just, you know, like if you just want internet, then you're just going to pay $10 a month. If you just want phone, then you're just going to pay $10 a month. Okay. But if you want both, then you will be paying $20 a month for that. And if you want all three, then you'll be paying $35 a month, which is a heck of a lot cheaper than you would be paying any cable or satellite service out there. Okay. And it would just be awesome, in my opinion. And the internet would be, I would want it to be unlimited. You know, because come on, it's a signal service coming off antenna. You know, why limit it? Unless maybe now the company could do a thing to where it's $5 a month for the internet and you only get up to so many gigabytes. You know, they could work out that deal. I mean, that's up to them. I mean, I'm just coming up with the idea. But if you want unlimited, it would be $10 a month. Bada bing, bada boom. Same thing with the phone. If you wanted unlimited calling within a country, like within the United States, it would be $10 a month. Okay, you wouldn't be charged long distance no matter who you called within this country. Now, then there could be deals worked out as far as you know, international, whatever. Like it could be $15 or $20 a month if you wanted to go that route. Okay, but like I said, that's for the company to decide. And maybe even $5 a month if you just wanted local calls, whatever. You know, whatever the company wants to do. But still, I think the average cost should only be $10 a month for your phone, $10 a month for your internet for unlimited, and then $15 for your TV package, or at least the initial TV package. I mean, could be, you know, bigger packages offered or whatever, but still the $15 would get you like a whole heck of a lot, in my opinion, a lot better than your average satellite or cable. Okay, I can't stress that enough. Okay. Okay. All right. But another thing that I think would be cool, okay, and this is just an idea, okay, let's just say you buy the box, but you don't want to buy the TV package. Well, due to the fact of hopefully this company will build all these different antennas all over the United States, okay, that will still help you get a lot of your local stations that you cannot get now. You know, a lot of your over the air, and maybe even some that will be offered that way through this system. You could still pick that up, but there will be some channels that will be mostly product company oriented, to where there would be like quite a bit of commercials or whatever, and extra different types of product placement, to where that would kind of be the trade-off for you actually getting any kind of free. I mean, it won't even be, you know, anywhere near what you would get if you paid that $15, but still you would get a little bit, to where it might kind of, you know, it would help product sales, and it would be beneficial for this company to do that, as well as maybe later on you might actually buy the $15 package. I mean, you've already bought the box, so you might be encouraged, because they could do different commercials encouraging people to buy the $15 package or whatever. So I think that it would be a good thing, you know, to offer it on some level free for people, okay? Because there are ways to make money even off of that, but it just won't be anywhere near as good, okay? And I'm going to try to not ramble so much, okay? All right. Like I said, this system could be set up to where it could be scrambled. The signal can be scrambled, and it won't interfere with other equipment out there and all that, but there will be like a whole crap ton of channels offered, okay? But in order to unscramble it, you have these boxes that you buy. That is the only way to unscramble this signal. There's no other way to do it. You know, whoever puts in the code and programs this system is, you know, going to have to be good. Like, really put in a good code to where you put that card in, the code system is actually, incorporated with the card, just like the cable and the satellite companies are doing. You put your card in there, and that box unscrambles the signal, and, that's how you pick it up. Okay? And like I said, it would, be buffered to where it wouldn't interfere with anything else within your household, no other signals or anything. The box will keep that interference from happening. The box would have an antenna on it to, receive the signal coming in, okay? And same thing with the phone and internet. That box will have basically 4 antennas. One antenna for the signal coming in for the internet, one antenna for the signal coming into the phone, and then the other will be kind of like the Wi-Fi signal that it would be sending out throughout the house or whatever, or the phone signal to where you can plug up other phones within your house and pick up the phone service. Like if you wanted more, like you got your box, but yet you want more than one phone on your system, it can be kind of set up that way. But again, the company would work out the details of that because I am ignorant of that, okay? All right. So, like I said, I truly believe in this. I think it could happen. I really do. And I think it could be offered to the public at a good cost, because I would love to see this offered. I would love to be able to know that anywhere I moved in the United States or even other countries, this could spread on back out into Canada and Mexico and then later overseas and whatever. To know that no matter where you live, you can get TV, phone, internet. No problem. And that's the thing, a lot of people have cell phones nowadays, but, I think people are kind of reverting back to wanting like a home phone and whatever, and especially if it's offered at a cheap price, hey, there you go. And also, something else that this company could offer is it could offer, the allowance of some of these cell phones and other companies that basically need more ways to get their signal out there. These companies can set their antennas up to where they can basically rent out space for, say, some of these prepaid companies or even some of these big companies like AT&T and whatever, for them to have their antenna signal coming off of it. Their oh crap, what am I trying to think of? Anyway, they could rent space on these antennas for that to happen. Okay, like this company will take care of the creating of everything. These other companies just can rent out space on it. That way, if they choose to discontinue it, they have that option. But as long as they want to offer that service to their customers, then they can that's the word I was looking for, okay? They can rent out service on these antenna towers, okay? And I just think it would make everything better. People out in the rural communities can get better phone service, better cell phone service, shall I say, if this occurs. Okay, so that would be extra money for this company. And see, it could really involve even the phone companies and everything, because the phone companies can get in on the whole TV business. I mean, you know what I mean? There could be different ways for all this stuff to be worked out. Because, oh man, the ideas are hitting me like, oh my, it's blowing my mind at how much of this is hitting my brain. Okay, let me find my other notes that I had. Let's see here. You go to my folder. There was some other stuff that I was wanting to say. Okay. All right. Some of the things that this company could do is they could get up with companies like Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, even the makers of the Modro program within, your box, those Android boxes that people can get for that streaming TV. This company could work out deals with them and get things, okay? Get certain programming. maybe work with some of the programmers of this, okay? Google TV, Disney TV, HBO, pay-per-view. They can even offer pay-per-view, and you know, pay-per-view gets in on the deal, and they get profits off of this. There can even be a system set up called Antenna on Demand, you know, to where you pay for certain movies and all this stuff. So there is all kinds of deals that can be made with these different companies to bring packages to people who are using and paid antenna TV, okay? Let's just take Netflix, for instance. You know, Netflix is getting in on the movie business, TV business, blah, blah, blah. They could maybe take a chance and offer stuff on this system that maybe they don't want to offer on their own network and test it out. Or offer some stuff that they already have to kind of encourage people to go to Netflix. You know what I mean? Google could do that. Oh my goodness. It's just, you know, Disney, the Disney network. They could work out deals with this company to offer stuff on antenna TV. HBO could set up a few things that they could offer, as well as maybe some paid stuff to where you can order directly through your antenna thing for some of their stuff. Okay? So, I mean, oh my goodness, there's just so much that could be offered. Okay, and I've even thought of a thing with YouTube. Like, you know, you've already got like YouTube Red, YouTube this, YouTube that. YouTube could make deals with this company, and even some of the high top YouTubers out there could get their own channels, or their own not channels, but their own program, like 30-minute, hour program or whatever. They could do that. Maybe cooking or whatever it is that this YouTuber specializes in. They can be featured on a YouTube channel. Okay, and they can set up a whole thing of instructional videos that YouTubers have created for, you know, instructional purposes, and offer it on YouTube channels. Like, YouTube itself could have its own YouTube antenna network, and it can have so many channels dedicated to that, and that would make a lot of people a lot of money. You know, there's a lot of YouTubers that could benefit. It would be like the next level. Like, all right, let's just say you got your average YouTuber. Now everybody's striving to, you know, to get money, to have ads placed on their stuff. Okay. And then some YouTubers are lucky enough to get, deals with, you know, these different product companies out there and all that. And then, you know, this could be the next thing that they could strive for. You know, even after YouTube Red and all that stuff that's offered on YouTube, the next level would be actually getting your own show on TV. I mean, that would only be offered through this paid antenna TV. Wow. I mean, doesn't that not sound like a good idea? I mean, really? I mean, I think it would be so cool. And there can even be a channel to where they can have like different combinations of YouTube videos that people have made throughout the years that, you know, YouTube wants to put on this channel, and like these people get paid. Even if you're just a regular mojo out there and you did a video, and like say you're not even, you don't even get paid from ads or whatever, you only got a channel that has like maybe 3 viewers or 3 subscribers. But if there's something about your video that YouTube liked, they can offer your video within this program or whatever, and you get paid for it. Kind of like some of those videos, funny videos that they've put out, America's Funniest Videos or whatever, you know, that the networks have had. If they use your video, you get paid, and blah, blah, blah. They can even have contests to where, you know, the best video gets $10,000, and then later on $100,000, however they want to do it. There you go, okay? So, yeah, so that could be worked out. And, of course, like I said, there can be antenna on demand, to where you can order different movies and stuff and pay, you know, a small fee to watch a movie. There you go. There can the Ancestry.com network can have its own a few channels on this system to where they can have like, Ancestry TV, finding relatives. They can even have movies where, people find long lost relatives or however they want to do it. They can have historical shows that use DNA to discover, stuff about, King Tut or whatever. They can have all kinds of stuff with that. DNA discoveries, maybe within the medical science field, whatever. All that could be offered. And then, of course, like I said, companies like AT&T and, Verizon and all that, maybe they can offer things. Maybe they can get in a little bit on the TV package deal and all that. I mean, there might be ways for that. And they could really plug the whole AT&T network deal through that, okay? Then you can have things, some way of bringing back like old TV, like, even on satellite and cable, there's a few networks out there that show old TV shows, even things like, the Golden Girls, Facts of Life, just whatever. So there could be ways to bring back stuff like that. A few networks dedicated to that, even, Gunsmoke and old stuff, okay? There could be a few networks with that, okay? There can even be channels dedicated to old commercials. I would love to see old commercials, like 80s commercials and on back. There could be a lot of that going on, maybe mixed in with some of these shows or whatever. Maybe, during a certain time frame or whatever. And especially that would be cool if there was stores created that brought back some of those old products, that we don't have anymore. Well, what if now there was a resurgence of stores around the world that bought, using the old ingredients? Like there could be companies out there, they've got their old ingredients, they could start up manufacturing these old products and put them back out there, and they can be offered in certain stores or whatever. Well, wouldn't it be cool to just reuse the old commercials and to sell the products? Bada bing, bada boom. Just saying, okay? All right, then there could be educational shows and stuff like that. Even old, movies and shows, old educational stuff, even like old Sesame Street shows and Electric Company and all that stuff can be brought back on a few of these channels, okay? There could be gamer TV for gamers out there that love that, there could be all kinds of things revolving around Comic-Con, all that stuff. I mean, a lot of people would like that. Okay, there could be music TV, just the audio channels out there that are available, that's got all kinds of different music, as well as actual music TV. What MTV used to be? That could be on, that could be a few channels on this package offered, okay? You could have anywhere from classical music all the way up to your modern stuff, okay? All right, then you can have your travel and vacation TV, your hotel getaway and vacation homes and all that stuff, okay? Then you can have like museum TV shows based around different museum themes, modern museums, old museums, all that type of stuff. All right, then you have your weather TV. You can even have like doctor TV that deals with medical stuff, even medical movies, medical whatever, medical diagnosis, whatever. All that can be brought up. And like I said, like educational TV, but this would be like a TV that is based around people who are going to college, and even people who are in kindergarten or preschool or whatever. This program can be based around those people, and it can have like, for your younger people, it can have like the little cartoons and the different things, teaching them ABCs and all that stuff, and little little 30-minute either cartoon or just, programming that evolves around that, okay, and learning and all that stuff, okay. Then you get into your your elementary school and then high school and then college and all that. It can be both just the educational stuff that teaches about certain subject matters, as well as, movies and 30-minute specials and stuff, back to school specials and all that stuff. Or shall I say not back to school, but after school specials, even stuff that's based just around the community. It would just be a means of education. You would learn all kinds of things, anything from math to science to history, whatever. And it can kind of go along. They can even get up with certain colleges and stuff like that, their curriculum, and maybe base some of these shows around that. And they can tell their students, hey, watch this. If you've missed your homework or you missed our segment on, such and such historical figure, well, watch channel so-and-so Monday night and you will learn what you missed in class or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that type of stuff. I think that would be cool, So I know I've rambled on and I do apologize for that, but there's so much I wanted to say on this. And there's so much I know I probably didn't say that I probably should have said. But my mind has just been compounded with so many ideas on this. And there's so much that could be offered. And it can be offered at a good, decent price for the people out there. It would solve the situation of being offered something that, something that's missing, something that's not being offered out in the rural communities. This would be something that they can get. Okay, so it solves that problem. Okay, so that way, in my opinion, that makes it worth it right there, But like I said, it would be a good price, reasonable for the customer out there, but yet it would be profitable for the people involved. There's different ways they can make money. They can make money, they can even offer products that most networks won't touch or won't offer. They can offer it, commercials and advertisements on this network for those companies to help those companies out, but also help themselves with products. With money that they receive from this ad revenue. Okay? So there's so much that could be done with this that is just unreal. And even say like the YouTube situation or any of the other things, a lot of ad companies left YouTube because of certain things that YouTubers did, blah, blah, blah. But if it's on this network, then it has to, number one, be approved. If you're a YouTuber and you make it to this network, then you have to be approved, okay? Therefore, these companies can offer their product commercials both during the commercial break as well as product placement within your program, to where it would be good. It's like they could bring, YouTube could still get a little piece of the pie from these big companies that they lost just on their regular network. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I'm fixing to have to shut up because I just keep, my mind will just keep going with this, okay? So you guys can tell me what you think. Some of you smart people out there that would know how to make this system work, or some of you folks out there that maybe disagree, as long as you're nice with your opinion, I'm good with it, but just please be nice and not be mean, okay? Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye!